Fight fans, welcome back to my channel. All my new subscribers, thank you. Returning subscribers, welcome back. Hey, hit that like button for me and let's get this video spread out. I appreciate everybody's time. So if you're watching it, hit that like button and subscribe. Okay, let's get into it. This video, I'm going to break down and predict the fight between Marina Rodriguez versus Mackenzie Dern. Now, right away, Marina Rodriguez is going to have the advantage because she's 5'6" with a 65-inch reach compared to Dern, who's 5'4" with a 63-inch reach. Now, this is going to be huge because Marina is a very technical striker. She's really going to have straight punches, good forward pressure in her fighting style. And if she's able to keep Mackenzie Dern at the end of her punches, this is really going to frustrate Dern because Dern throws a lot of looping punches, a lot of wild hooks. She puts a lot of power and she loads up a lot, telegraphing her shots. And Marina's timing is critical because she was able to knock out Ribas with her timing. Once they were in the midst of exchanges, she just, boom, timed her up perfectly and knocked her down. And Mackenzie Dern, she really kind of closes her eyes. She ducks her head a little much. So she has a lot of bad habits when it comes to striking. So without a doubt, Marina Rodriguez is going to be the better striker over Mackenzie Dern. But what Mackenzie Dern does well is she does great at getting her submissions locked in. And she can manipulate her opponents with her legs. She gets great posture position, pulling her opponent's head down. When she's in the guard, she gets off a lot of her submissions. And she's able to reverse to get on top. But her game is very reliant on getting to the mat. Whereas Marina is going to want to keep this thing standing. And so I'm going to give the advantage to Marina because she's shown good takedown defense. And Mackenzie has shown that she's not the best at takedowns. Mackenzie is evolving with their striking in order to smother her opponent for the takedown. But in this fight, I feel like her striking is only going to get her in range to get counterpunch because she's going to come in. Mackenzie's going to come in throwing her wild hooks, really trying to force the pressure. But she's going to need to be wary because Marina doesn't back up much when she fights. So she's going to welcome this attack and she's going to find the opening and she's going to time up and land her shots. And with her punching power, Mackenzie Dern's not going to want to take part in that much. And once Mackenzie Dern wants to, desperately go for these takedowns, I'm expecting Marina to stuff it. And Marina has not been finished in any of her professional fights. No knockouts, no submissions. And when Marina is in her guard on the ground, she lets off a lot of elbows. She has real good wrist control. She's constantly using her legs to create distance and posture up. So she's not going to be a stagnant opponent who has no knowledge of the ground game like some of Mackenzie Dern's other opponents whom she's been able to finish in the first round. I don't believe she's going to get a submission in this first round, and I'm not even sure if she'll get a takedown. But that is definitely on the table for Mackenzie Dern because she's really working on that, and so I can see her getting a few takedowns, but I can also see Marina getting back up. So how I see this fight playing out, I believe either Marina Rodriguez is going to knock her out or else she's going to put on a striking clinic round after round after round after round after round. It's going to be a 5-round fight. So neither one is going to be rushing and going crazy because I think this will be Mackenzie's first 5-round fight and Marina's second 5-round fight. So I'm going to give the experience to Marina in this one. And I just think that she's going to be able to execute her game plan better with her knowledge of the stand-up game versus Mackenzie's lack thereof. And so I think this is just going to be in favor of Marina all the way through. I think she's going to really manage the distance. She has better guard defense when it comes to striking. She has good feints. She has good leg kicks, good body kicks, good head kicks. Whereas Mackenzie is just now starting to evolve in that regard. And so look for her to load up a lot and telegraph a lot and get caught in the midst of throwing. And Mackenzie, when it comes to evading the punches, she kind of backs up with her head up a lot, or else she closes her eyes and she kind of ducks her head. So she has a lot of bad habits when it comes to striking that I think Marina Rodriguez will be able to expose and exploit. And so this fight, I'm going to go with the underdog. I'm going with Marina Rodriguez. And another note is that they have fought a few of the similar opponents. Mackenzie Dern, when she fought Amanda Ribas, she actually got outstruck and she was not able to take Ribas down. And it was just 3 rounds of a striking clinic. Whereas when Amanda Ribas fought Marina Rodriguez, she got knocked out 2 times in the same fight. That's the fight I mentioned where Marina showed great timing, especially in the exchange. She just clipped her and dropped her, and so I think that goes to show the different levels that these two are on in the stand-up game. And just the fact that Marina hasn't been submitted gives me a lot of confidence that she'll be able to hold her own on the ground. And Marina mentioned she's really been working on her ground game. And so I think this is just going to be another coming out party for Marina Rodriguez, who's on a good win streak right now. And she has experience fighting one of the toughest wrestlers in the division in Esparza. And even when Esparza took her down, she wasn't really able to dominate her the way, she does most of her opponents. She caught nasty elbows because of Marina's bottom elbows. She's really good within her sharp. She's a really good kickboxer. And so even if Mackenzie gets on top, I think the levels of striking is just going to be exposed on the ground too. She's going to eat a lot of elbows. She's going to get a lot of ground and pound. And I've seen Mackenzie Dern really shoot for single legs and, in ill-advised ways. And she just gets her head held in place and just gets pounded out. And so look for Mackenzie to get a little desperate or else try to bring the fight a little too much to a seasoned striker in Marina and find herself in vulnerable positions. So I just think Marina is going to have the upper hand in this fight. It's going to be hard for Mackenzie to take her down. She's going to get stuffed, and this thing is going to stay standing, and that's really Marina's wheelhouse. And so if you find this information helpful, hit that like button, comment, subscribe. I appreciate everybody's time. And, let's look forward to the fights, and let's get this money. Underdog value on this one for Marina Rodriguez. Peace.